I'll tell you a word from the Klav Sofer. Shema Gavar. Okay, another short piece. Okay. Ready? Torah tells us, are we on? Torah tells us that the donkey gave Musar to Bilaam and said, "You're starting off with the Jewish people." So one of the things he said was that you're going to start off with a. It says that the donkey struck 3 times. Shalosh Regalim. Okay? So Rashi says that what was the 3 times? That Remez Lo, the donkey was giving Musar to Bilaam, Sha'ata Rotza Lako Uma, you want to get rid of a nation, Shechogegas Shalosh Regalim, that keeps the Shalosh Regalim, the 3 pilgrimage festivals, Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkot. Jewish people keep these Yom Tovim. So you think you're going to mess with such a nation? They have the schos, the merit of keeping the holidays. So it's not going to work what you're trying to do to get rid of the Jewish people. That's what Rashi says. What's it based on? It should really say Shalosh Pa'amim. When you want to say 3 times, usually in Hebrew you would say Pa'amim. Right. Like it says in the Torah, but you have to go for the Shalosh Regalim. It says how many times a year? Huh?
What does it say instead?
It says Shalosh Regalim.
Not Shalosh Pa'amim.
Right. In more basic, normal Hebrew, 3 times you would say Shalosh Pa'amim. Now we call these holidays the Shalosh Regalim from the word regel, from foot, because you go by foot to Yerushalayim and you bring the korbanos. So now you might be wondering, well, what do you mean? But we call it Shalosh Regalim. We call the Yom Tov the Shalosh Regalim because of the fact that you go by foot to Yerushalayim. But in Hebrew, when you want to say it 3 times, the most normal word would be Pa'amim. Just explaining where Rashi is coming from. Why? Maybe there's no remez. No, there is a remez because the Torah changed from the word Pa'amim to Regalim. Okay. So that is the Rashi that the Musar that the donkey gave Bilaam was. You're going to mess with a nation that has the schos of the Shalosh Regalim, it ain't going to work. So the question is very simple. I mean, we know that the Yom Tovim are very important, but how about Shabbos? Shabbos is one of the tenets of our religion. What is special? Why did the donkey hop on the schos of the Yom Tovim as opposed to Shabbos? Shabbos is more kosher than Yom Tovim. If you do malacha on Yom Tov, you get malchus. You do malacha on Shabbos, you're gone. Skila, you get stoned. Shabbos is more chomer than Yom Tov. Shabbos is 7 aliyahs. Yom Tov is only 5 aliyahs. So why do we hop on Yom Tov as opposed to Shabbos? You hear the question?
I missed the part. You didn't answer the part where it's why it's Regalim, not Pa'amim.
No, I did. Rashi says that the reason why the Torah changed it from Pa'amim to Regalim is to show us this lesson. That part of the Musar that the donkey was giving was the Shalosh Regalim. You're going to mess with the Jewish people? They have the schus of Shalosh Regalim. If it would say Pa'amim, you wouldn't know that. I was just explaining why Rashi knows that there's something being hinted. No, maybe the donkey.
Why is it every holiday? Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Well, the Torah says the word Regalim. The Torah does say Regalim. It doesn't say the high holidays. If it said Yom Nerayim, then that would be the lesson. But the Torah does say Shalosh Regalim. So the answer I'm going to give will answer your point.
So wait, now it's why not Shabbos, right?
Correct. That's the question now we're asking. I explained.
Shalosh, you have to go by 3.
Okay. So I explained why Pa'amim as opposed to Regalim. So Rashi says to teach us Regalim. So now back to the question: why Regalim? Why not Shabbos? Shabbos is more kosher, more chomer. Okay. So I'll tell you 2 answers to this question. First, we'll say the answer from the Klav Sofer. Fascinating idea. A person that keeps Shabbos, you don't know that he's keeping Shabbos because of the mitzvah, and he believes in Hashem. But the way the world works is there's always a day off. There's a 6-day work week. So Saturday you don't work. So if you don't work on Saturday, you ain't gonna work on Saturday. So it's not a proof that you are an Orthodox Jew that keeps the Shabbos. Maybe you don't work on Saturday because there's no work. If there would be work, then you would go to work on Shabbos.
This is a more modern answer, though.
Okay.
Back in the day,
Well, you're modern Orthodox. So now,
I'm insulted.
so am I. Look at this shirt. Now, a person that keeps Yom Tov, there's only one reason why they keep Yom Tov. Torah says you don't work on Yom Tov. Yom Tov a lot of times falls out to the middle of the week. If you take off Tuesday and Wednesday, that's a big deal. To take off Shabbos when there's no work, that doesn't prove that you're not working on Shabbos because Hashem said not to work on Shabbos. You don't work on Shabbos because there's no work on Shabbos. Right. So Yom Tov, in this aspect, is more choshev than Shabbos because it shows that you're doing it because you believe in Hashem. And sometimes there's actually a 3-day Yom Tov. You have a 3-day Yom Tov. You have Yom Tov and 2 days of Shabbos. And you still keep the Yom Tov for 2 days after Shabbos. Then you're really showing that you believe in Hashem. Because you're taking off 3 days. 1 day might be because of Saturday. No work. You keep off Sunday and Monday. Or the Thursday and Friday before. And a 3-day Yom Tov, that's already a big deal. Okay. So that's the answer from the Ksav Sofer, Geshmak Avot. That the reason why we kept on Yom Tov before the Shabbos is because Yom Tov shows that you're doing it because of the divine will, not because of convenience, as you said. By the way, before we get to the second shot from David Kfiyat, Sukkos David, this also answers up a very famous Chazal. I've said this before this year, don't say it again. The Gemara says that a person that does not keep Yom Tov, it's like he didn't keep Shabbos.
Does keep Yom Tov, it's not going to keep Shabbos.
A person that does not keep Yom Tov is considered as if he didn't keep Shabbos either. Even though Shabbos is more chomer. What's the shot? And also, there's also explained in Parshas Emor, the Torah says, these are the Yom Tovim, and then it starts off, the first Yom Tov that's mentioned is Shabbos. I thought Shabbos is not a Yom Tov. The answer is, it all goes together. Shabbos and Yom Tov have one package. That we keep the mitzvos because Hashem said so, not because we want to. It's convenient for us. When you keep Yom Tov, that, like we said before, that shows you're doing it because of the divine will. Shabbos does not show because of the divine will, because it's not work, because you need a day off. So that's why the Torah puts together, juxtaposes, and for more sophisticated English speakers, the mitzvah of Shabbos and Yom Tov together to show that if you really want to know if a person is Shomer Shabbos, if he keeps Yom Tov. If he keeps Shabbos, but doesn't keep Yom Tov, he's not really keeping Shabbos. He just does not work. How do you know if someone is a real Shomer Shabbos? If it's a Shomer Yom Tov. Okay, so that's Ksav Sofer would answer that too. Well, and we'll say another piece to answer this kasha from David Kfiyat, who was a yeshiva in New York. He had a shul, Sukkos David, and he says a very nice word. The reason why we chapped on Shalosh Regalim is because you have to understand, it was an amazing mitzvah that they kept. Everybody went, no matter how far they would all travel to Jerusalem, no matter how long it took, and they brought karbanos on the Yom Tov. That took a lot of Mesiras Nefesh. You have to leave your house and travel all the way to Jerusalem. You're taking off a few days of work, you're leaving your property abandoned, who knows what's going to happen? That mitzvah requires a lot of Mesiras Nefesh. You would only do that if you really believed in Hashem. So the schus of the mitzvah of Shalosh Regalim, of keeping the 3 pilgrimage festivals, is so chashuv that that's why we chap on that. Shabbos, of course, is more chomer, but again, halacha, the punishment is more severe. Shabbos has more holiness. But as far as this aspect of the Mesiras Nefesh, of how hard it is to leave your land and to travel all these days, the schus of that mitzvah is so chashuv, so that's why we chap on the Shalosh Regalim as opposed to Shabbos. The lesson would be, of course, the Fum Tzara Agra, to keep a mitzvah when it's harder, you get much more reward than to keep a mitzvah when it's not so hard.